Hello, my name is Mark. I'm from Morecambe, but I'm originally from Bradford. I'm nearly 41 and I'm here to talk about my life with autism. From the age of 3 years old, I had found it hard to make friends. I was um, destructive in some way, and also I was distracted. So, and I was unable to make friends because of my autism. And until I was about 4, I went into primary, and still from then, I still find it hard to make friends, and the rest of it as well, which I've mentioned before. And I wasn't diagnosed until I was about 7. So until I was 7, I could not write. Right, so and also until about 14. So basically, I learned how to write when I was 7, and until I was about 14, I started to make friends, and that's all due to my autism. I have Asperger's, which is a form of autism, which is on the spectrum. Um, on the spectrum, we call it, right. And since then, I had to go through where like change, where I had to um, so, like example, like my education, when I was at the school in Morecambe, I was there until 1994, where this where I was picked on by young children, where because I was different because of my autism. So basically, the school after so long, after me, is the school could no longer teach me anymore. And unfortunately, that since after that track, I still had find it hard to make friends until I was about 14. So at the age of 14, I so before I left the school in Morecambe, I had bad times and good times. But unfortunately, that I had the bad times I had, right, because due to my autism, that I was picked on, right, by being called names and that, right, because I was different. And to me, right, when someone picks on you, right, you know, don't be afraid, right? It's just that of them, right? It's just like you're just different from them, right? So ignore what they say, these bullies and that. And from the age of 14 and onwards, I eventually learned how to do lots of things because I went to a boarding school in Ripon, and that school, right, was called Spoon Hill School. And honestly, like to say, the school I was at, right, did a lot of great help for me, and I thank for the help I had because even though I was there from 14 till about 19, I did work experience. I went on holidays several times. Like the work experience I did host culture and that, and one of the other things I also that was important that sometimes at weekends I came home by train, but at first I had to have a key worker with me. And there was a time when I came home, and because of my autism, when I arrived in Leeds, I forgot what platform I was meant to get in on at coming back to Morecambe. So my mind went blank, right, because I couldn't because what happens is because of my autism, I was expected to be that platform. So mine went black when they said because when they said the platform for Morecambe was on one platform one B, or I my memory went blank. I actually forgotten what platform it was, so I had to go back to the information desk in Leeds to find out what platform it was on to come home. So that's one of the autism. But the school I was at, right? I did um, I did make a lot of friends as well. One of my favorite things I used to enjoy doing is to do a horticulture, which I spent 5 years. I say about 4 years in a walled garden that was part of the school, but no longer anymore. Um, and that's all I can say really. If you have any comments you'd like to ask me, right, I'm happy to respond. And so the but the good times I also had, right, because the bad times where I learned how to ride a bike, because at first, right, I didn't learn how to. So that's me that I had to learn anyway, because I went on holidays like Centre Parks, went a few times, when in Sheffield and Winfield. I've been to Ireland many times. We went with quite a few times. Uh, London, Edinburgh. I've been quite pretty nearly everywhere, but not quite. We had a fun time as well. And the only thing also is because I was diagnosed at the age of 7, right? They found out that I had autistic tendencies. So basically, I am autistic, right? But before I was 7, my mum and dad thought I had autistic tendencies, but unfortunately, I am autistic with Asperger's, mild autistic tendencies. So basically, I am autistic basically. So the hope that I had from then, that I had to um, learn how to write, read, and how to swim as well. Because when I was young, I didn't have to swim. But luckily, the school that I was at before I went to the school in Ripon, they actually taught me how to swim. So I used to go swimming every Wednesday or Thursday a week. And before then, I volunteered to help out once a week in a class. Right, I joined their assembly in the morning before I joined back in my own class at the time. So, and when I was and also with that, when I was at the school I was at, right, from 14 to 19, when I left in 2000, from that 5 years life, that time span that I was there for, um, I there were quite a lot of things that I did, but unfortunately with my autistic, right, sometimes I did have like when you're autism, sometimes if you don't understand, right, or you, it feels like people don't always understand what you say. So 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 that's part of that really. And going back to what I was saying about the train, um, if you're autistic and you're going on by train, don't worry, don't panic. Right, there's always someone to help you. Right, there are people at the train station who can help you. All you have to do is go up to them and say, "Excuse me, I need some help. Can you?" And then if you're not sure what platform to go on to, there's always someone around to help you. Because I've been there before when I was coming home back to Morecambe, and I had to ring my mum to let me know what was happening. And luckily, I got home very safe, and my mum was at the other end to meet me. So that's all I can say for now. But as I said, I'm happy to answer to any of your comments, and that's all. So that's all. Thank you. So thank you for watching and listening to my life with autism, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Felt nervous? Doing that?
What do you mean your stream will stop if you no longer be live? So just end it now.
What's that? What's it say?
Your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live.
All right, so stop it means you won't be live anymore.
And it.
Yeah.